left touch hide. Sit task. Mic sun touch. Take line yellow dot. Go to sleep. Okay, I'm now going to demonstrate the voice admin. And first thing is the Talon commands. So it enables you to basically scan your Talon user directory and then stuff all that into a table, a database table. And then from that table, you can then filter and find your Talon commands. And I'll now try and demonstrate it. Wake up. Bat task. Hard refresh. Cat touch. Left touch light. Okay, go to sleep. So this is the analysis. So it just shows a breakdown of all the different repositories, and it tries to do some kind of conflict analysis. So it shows duplicate commands, but I don't really use it. I just created this with vibe coding, so that's why you can't really see the values there on the old light screen, because I did it in dark mode. But I can change that if somebody wants me to. Left touch, wake up, wake up. Left touch search commands. Go to sleep. So here is where you do the actual searching. So the idea is you type in a search term and then you click the search button. By default, it comes up and shows some random ones. So if you was trying to learn a load, then it would just show random ones over and over, not different every time. So you could sort of just browse these and try and remember them for future. Wake up. Trap fox touch. Option sun. Word delete. Option hot. Option 2. Go to sleep. So you can further filter by those values there. Should be pretty self-explanatory for anybody using Talon. You can also filter by the particular repository. Wake up. Option 1. Go to sleep. Also, we've got the auto option, which if you put this on a second monitor, it can show you what the current application's commands are automatically. It'll just switch as you switch to a different command. It's good for when you're learning a new load of commands from a new application. I don't think the semantic works at the moment because it needs an API key. And the details, what that does is changes it from what you see at the moment to a more details in the actual results. Wake up. Option look. Option urge. Okay, and that about does that. What's the next one? Let's have a look. Sit task. Near sun touch. Take line red urge. Okay. Go to sleep. Undo. Wake up. Undo. Go to sleep. Okay, so the next one, this is basically a database table with a load of links in it. So links to files on my hard drive or websites, anything that you need, or even folders. It's basically anything that you need to save, and it's hard to type by voice. I just chuck them in this thing and then I can filter by it and find them again. I've also got a favorites, so it just shows you the ones I use regularly, not necessarily favorited, they're just the ones I have to use. So let's demonstrate that. Wake up, bat task, left touch favorites, option quench, space, tabby, title Amazon, go to sleep. So that's all pretty self-explanatory. You can go in to edit them or not um, not have them as favorites anymore. And on the left there, you've got the favorites, and then above that, the launch will show all of them. And then the launch categories gives you a category for each one. So, for example, I've got a client that I put in one category. They now know all their launches are in that particular category, and it's easier to find it when you can't remember what it's called or whatever. Wake up, left touch launch categories. Option 2, go to sleep. So it just gives me, for a particular customer, I can group it all together, and just saves me trying to find something and remember where it is. So I just click on those and it will launch it either actually on the computer, or if it's a web address, it will launch it in a different tab. Wake up, left touch launch. Choose 2. Option 3, word Amazon. Take line, Bravo Bravo Charlie. Jury task. Near red touch. Take line yellow pit. Go to sleep. Okay, so the next one is relatively similar in that they're on the similar sort of layout, but the idea is if you've got anything that you need to type in and it's difficult by voice, then you just whap it into this, and it's a way you can pull it up and insert it wherever you need in whatever application. I know this stuff, it already exists in an IDE, but and I do use the snippets in an IDE because they give you placeholders and work a lot better. But this is just a general use, so it's something that I've just built up over the years, and I can also use the Blazor Hybrid Windows Forms app to pull up a list of these and just insert them wherever. Wake up, take line yellow pit, bat task, left touch snippets categories, left touch snippets, word Blazor, tabby, go to sleep. So basically each snippet has a language stroke main category, then a secondary category, and then what you can do is if you click on those buttons at the top, it will paste it into whatever application you're in. But I don't tend to use this form much. It's all done through the Windows Forms one, but this is where you'd actually edit them. I'll just demonstrate that now. Wake up, control, near Fox position. Wake up, near Fox position. Touch, go to sleep. So this is basically, if I was to say the Blazor snippet, it would give me a list on the screen, and then I could further refine the search by saying something like click event, and then I'd have a button to insert it straight into whatever application I'm using. You can also use this to create Visual Studio snippets. These are not to be confused with Talon snippets, which are different. And also you can use it to create Visual Studio Code snippets, again, which are different. But this will just create the file for you, and then you've got to save it somewhere. The select word and move characters and select characters left. Basically, if you want to, after the snippet's been inserted and you want the selection to be on something, you just set it up with these numbers and it will do it. It just saves you having to select it every time. You can also include variable 1, variable 2, and variable 3 inside the snippet. And then at the bottom, it gives you the options to fill these in. So that again saves you. You can have like a template snippet and then have different ones with the variables filled in. And also you can repeat the variables, and then it would place it into 2 or more places. Wake up, jury task, near red touch, take line orange sit, go to sleep. So this one is literally the same as the one above it, just to place a different table where I've got a load of sensitive information. So historically it was in SQL Server, but now the information's in the SQLite, so it's not very secure. So you're probably better off using a password saver rather than this. But that's what it historically was used for, and I've still got them in my muscle memory, so that's why they're still there. Similar with the transactions, that's just purely for my bank account, so I can save stuff from a bank into there and query it and create reports. So I'll try the global search next. Wake up, take line red Eve, bat task, option near, undo, 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 switch, wake up. I think I might have a bug there. I'm trying to click on cancel and it's inserted it. So maybe I've got a duplicate access key. I'll have to look into that. Left position, crunch pit position, crunch pit position. Done it again. Switch, touch, left touch search. Choose one, go to sleep. So the idea of this is if you've got something you want to search for, but you can't even remember where it is, like a launcher or a snippet or whatever. Like I've got folders in both snippets and launchers, so sometimes I'm confused and trying to find it. I'll just type in a term in here. Wake up, desktop pictures, backspace, remove last space, remove last space, go to sleep. Yeah, so whisper annoyingly putting in punctuation, but this narrows it down so it searches all the places and gives me the results all in one place, so I can find what I was looking for. Um, jury task. Wake up. Jury task. Near red touch. Take whale. Take tail. Delete. Take red odd. Take line. Go to sleep. So it's got a basic to-do list in there, which I don't actually use anymore because I just tell the agent to update a repository with the issues, and that's a lot more. It's a lot easier by voice rather than worrying about where your cursor is or whatever. So I just ask Copilot to create a new issue, and that's easier than doing it this way. But this can still be used. Take line red odd. Wake up. Take line red odd. Bat task. Left touch to do. Why you do that? Bat apex. Bat quench position. Touch. Okay, I've remember now. I've changed it to look to go to the one I'd actually use. Bat apex. Left touch more. Control Fox. Word to do. Take line. Trap odd. Control Fox. Trap odd. Control Fox. Tango Oscar. No, it's plain up. Press escape. Press escape. Oh well, I'll have to put a button in here for the to-dos because now you can't actually access them, but I'll do that anyway. Focus. Go right second. Enter. Yeah, so now I'll go to sleep. So now I think I'll just demonstrate the Blazor Hybrid Windows. Wake up. Undo. Take line zip. Slap. Slap. Blazor snippet. Word event. Option 2. Slap. Slap. Launcher folders. Launcher folders. Launch folders. command mode, take line, delete, launch folders, Word desk, window close. What can I say? Tab close, not that one. Pit task. What can I say? Snap full. Go to sleep. So basically this will only work on Windows, but it's exactly the same back end, or sorry, it's the same Blazor component, and it just works inside the Windows Forms. Similar with the other two for the snippets in the launches. I guess that's it. Stop, wake up, stop recording.